37 female with a 13.5 age gap to husband and suddenly feel weird about it. We have been together since I was 25. I had already been married to someone 11 years older and split when I was 24. Exactly 12 months later, my husband and I met. We have 3 beautiful kids. He has always and still does treat me with so much care, love, and kindness. For context, the dynamic is I would say I wear the pants LOL. I can't think of another word, sorry. And his previous long relationship was with his ex for 10 years and similar age. Suddenly over the last few weeks, I have been feeling really strange and some weird feelings about our age gap. Not so much our gap now, but when I was 26. Any idea why this is occurring? How to not let it grow massive in my head and become a much bigger problem. We did argue a lot before kids, honestly mostly fueled by my hot-headed temper. I had abandonment issues that made me jealous, that he maybe rightfully so would get angry back, never name call or be abusive. In any way, but I guess I look back and think gosh, I was so young, so much trauma, and at that time I now see I don't need fire thrown on an already very well lit fire. I guess I am feeling at the huge age gap. He should have not dealt with it how he did. Any advice at all would be greatly appreciated. You're getting closer to the age he was when he started seeing you, and that can be jarring to realize just how young you were at that time. Probably the fact you're nearing the age he was when you met, and you can't imagine being attracted to a 25-year-old. It's probably because he's starting to seem old to you, and you're not ready to feel old yourself. Men who marry younger women really need to stay healthy if they want to go the distance, although staying healthy is in general a good idea. 30/F, my boyfriend 36M, is upset that I don't want his advice about something that he knows nothing about. I was talking about my day last night to my boyfriend, and mentioned a technical problem I was dealing with at work. It has to do with a specific machine part that I can't replace due to machine age, and I am trying to figure it out without having to upgrade to a more modern machine. My boss has asked me to do this because a new machine costs about $250,000. My boyfriend has zero training and experience in my field, just like I have zero training and experience in his. He jumped in with advice on what I should do, and I said I just wanted to be able to share my frustration and am not looking for a solution. He didn't like that. He told me that it's his job to fix my problems and offer advice, and that I was ungrateful for his help. He then went on to say something about how I deserve to be fired for being unwilling to consider unconventional ideas. I asked my boyfriend if he thought it was okay to talk to me like that, saying I should be fired. He said it, so yes, it's obviously fine. I told him I disagreed and that I don't want him to talk to me like that. He said I can choose that or we break up. Before last night, he had never talked like this to me. We have been together for 2 years and are thinking about moving in together. Now I have doubts. Should we go to therapy, since it was just one incident? Dr. My boyfriend gave me an ultimatum out of nowhere, and I want to know what to do. Should we go to therapy, since it was just one incident? No, he's making it clear to you who he is. Why would you want to be with someone who treats you like this? Well, the saying goes, when someone shows you who they really are, believe them. Ultimatums are rarely a good thing, and this one was for absolutely idiotic reasons. He's already told you what he wants. You be okay with him talking to you like an absolute asshole, or you break up. My 24F boyfriend, 24M, lied about his mom being dead. My boyfriend and I have been dating for about 6-7 years. We met when I was in high school and have dated ever since. We broke up briefly in high school, and that's when his mom passed away due to an emergency open heart surgery. I, not being a horrible person, immediately comforted him and was there for him after his mother's sudden death. He even posted on social media memorial posts for his mom. My friends all saw it on his Snapchat and his Instagram. He was devastated after her death and has been sad every Mother's Day and October around her passing. Long story short, there's been a lot of red flags and missing pieces surrounding his family. I was never brought around his father or was able to go over to his house. He said he didn't have a good relationship with his father, and after his mom passed, his dad drank heavily and would beat him and gambled all their money away. Him, his older brother, and I would however frequently go on vacation, but I thought it would be odd to bring up their mother who passed. He would talk about how his little brother, who was autistic, struggled so hard without her. I never questioned it. That brings me to tonight, when we went out to dinner. A table was sat next to us, and one of the people at the table recognized my boyfriend and got really excited to talk to him. He said, "This is X, he works over at, insert restaurant," which I thought was weird considering my boyfriend has been unemployed. However, I recognized the restaurant's name, as it had come across my TikTok FYP a few months ago, and it said, "Someone you may know." At the time I sent a screenshot to my boyfriend and said, "Hey, do you know whose restaurant this is?" And he was like, "Nope, never heard of it," that I excused myself to the bathroom. And that's when I saw many articles talking about the restaurant and how him and his brother has opened it up a few months ago. I was speechless. Why would he lie to me about owning a restaurant that's a huge accomplishment, and instead he pretended to be unemployed? I played it cool until we got to my house, which was extremely hard, until I once again got my thoughts together and feigned stomach issues. In the bathroom I did further research and kept seeing his dead mom's name. I thought that was weird because the articles talked about her like she was alive. Then I Googled her name and obituary and nothing came up. However, her current address, the same as his, and phone number popped up. I calmly confronted him, and he had nothing to say. His face went blank, and he awkwardly smiled and fiddled with his hands, which he does when he's caught doing something. I didn't scream or freak out. I was trying to give him a calm opportunity to talk. He kept saying he needed time to think about what he was going to say. I asked him, "Is your mom alive?" And he said, "Why would you ask that?" He wouldn't answer and left, despite being warned this was his only chance. He didn't think I would break up with him, as he said a few times, "I just need time and we aren't done." After he left I called the number online, that was his mom's. A kind woman answered, and I asked her name, and if she was X's mom. She said yes. I said, "Oh, my name is. And I've been dating your son for 6 years, he told me you were dead. I'm sorry I have to go, but he will be home soon." And hung up as I couldn't think of anything else to say. I'm beyond sick to my stomach. My entire family, my mom, grandparents, aunts, uncles, stepmom, step-aunts/uncles, everyone loved him. My mom took him in like he was her own son after his mom passed, and to think that was all a lie. I feel like throwing up, and I'm so desperate for answers I'll never get. I do want to hear him out, but I don't know if it's worth it because it's not like it will change anything. I just don't know how someone can lie about something like this. This guy is a compulsive liar. I would just block him and move on. You'll probably never get the truth anyway. Wow, just wow. Pathological liar? Master manipulator? Deceitful deceiver? All of the above and more. Update me. I'm sorry you're going through this. I might like to hear what he has to say just because I'm nosy, but I would have no intention of going back together with him. He obviously lies about all sorts of things. I 24F am dating 24M, doesn't want to commit to a relationship, but is treating me exactly like a girlfriend. I 24F have been dating him 24M since November. He hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend, and when I ask why, he said he doesn't want to make the same mistake in his last relationship by getting into one too fast without fully knowing each other. We go on dates together. He is very chivalrous, pays for everything, buys my gifts, holds my hand and kisses me in public, has introduced me to his parents and brothers. I've met most of his friends. I have my own separate relationship with his brother. He wants to meet my family. He mentioned that he doesn't want to see else, and also has shared that he hopes I'm not seeing anyone else. And he also said that he hopes that I'm not seeing anyone else either. Whenever something bothers me, he fixes it immediately. He say that he wants us to be together forever, and a relationship is the end goal. We talk all day every day, calls my pet names, we've been intimate, etc. I don't understand what it is, and why he is afraid of commitment when it seems like that is what he's doing right now. Am I being played? This, my friend, is what we call a situationship. The aftermath is usually very large, so I would recommend getting out of it ASAP. OP, you don't actually have to accept this situation. You are allowed to tell him that this doesn't work for you and your time is valuable. This is when you prioritize and protect yourself. Happened to me also. He was too good to be true, then I find out he was cheating, and I wasn't even his girlfriend, so I couldn't even get upset. Stay safe, don't let your guard down around a man.